I think I have a little time left. I would like to show you, if it's okay, what we do around service. Is that okay? Okay. So if I hide my keynote here for a second, I can close my Times reader. So this is in design, as you know. It's the design tool. And here I have a design page with text frame. You have different text frame, headlines, stories, information, images, and graphics. It's a standard InDesign text frame. Nothing strange here. If I go to the link palette, the link palette is where you can see what's actually included on the page. You can see the different text frames here are linked to the page. So what I'll also have running on my Mac here is a faceless version of InDesign, actually the InDesign server. So this is also InDesign. This is InDesign server running here. And this is my web server is running here. And this was really a request from our developer partners and solution vendor partners. You must provide a faceless InDesign that you can run on a server environment to automate lots of the production. So I'm just going to give you a quick view of what can be done here. So InDesign is running here without any user interface. I go back to my browser, and I will actually use a Flex user interface to communicate with the server. So what I do here is to scan my hard drive for text frames, InDesign text frames. And there up you have headline, headline story, and this is the same text boxes as you can see on the designed page, right? So what I can do here is I can click on this one, and I can say, as a remote user, I can open this text frame. It doesn't matter where I am. You know, I have everything installed on my Mac here, but it doesn't have to be like that. And InDesign server is now pushing back to me, to the user interface, a view of the page. I can see the entire page. I have my text open here. It can be product information or whatever kind of text here. And if I switch back to the client version, the text frame is now write protected. Can you see that? The icon is changed and is now write protected because it's open in the web browser. So this is also about rich internet application. I can actually write text directly in the web browser into a designed document that somebody else is working on right now. So switching back to the web browser, I can actually say, I want to change this to another name, for example, and I say save, and InDesign server will push back a new preview, so I see exactly what I'm doing. It can be translation or whatever. I go back to my layout application, and I can say update, and it now changed to Hans instead of Roger. But it's still write protected. Do you know why? Because it's still open in the web browser, right? So what I have to do is to say, go back to the web browser, and I close this text file. And I go back to the layout application, and now I can take the guy designing the catalog or the annual report is now the owner of this text frame again. Can you follow me here? This is kind of, I want to explain here is what we deliver to partners, how they work with this, what they can provide to combine, you know, design information, design document with interactive features, but also work online directly into document. So this is I still have a few minutes left, I believe. So this is a great, you know, tool. By the way, this is not a product from Adobe. This is yet an example I'm showing here. This is the kind of stuff that partners are building on top of our technology. This is based on Flex and Flash. So this is great as long as I have internet connection, right? But what if I have reviewers, or I have editors, or I have translators with a very terrible bandwidth or all around the world? So this is when air comes to play. Do you remember I showed you the Times reader? Actually, when I can take all the investment I've done in Flex and Flash web development, and I can recompile it to standalone application and use it offline. That's exactly what the Times reader is. I can do the same thing here. I can just say, start up my Air version of this website. And this is a standalone application. It's installed in the operating system, but it's using the exact same web development design as I had for the website. So what I can do here, I can say, take this story and fetch it and it will be cached in the database here, in my computer. It will be cached in my computer. It's still write protected on the page. So if I go back to InDesign, it's write protected in InDesign, but I can work offline. Now I own this. I can work on the plane back home with this story. It's still write protected on the layout, and then I can just update when I reconnect again to the system or the database. So this is the kind of technology we're working on a lot right now. It's rich interactive document and rich internet applications. We're using IDML for very rich XML authoring to be able to describe all these documents in XML. And we also work a lot with metadata. So I will just show you before I stop here. So if I go to back here to the documents page, I select an image, show me the metadata file info. So metadata has become really, really important for us. And as you can see, this is a metadata panel in a layout application. It's the same in Photoshop, same in Acrobat, same in all our applications. And you have tons of information here about this file. IPTC data, camera EXIF data, exposure time, video capture data, audio data, even very specific like DICOM, if you work in the medical industry, is included here, if you have any. So this is also actually a technology we provide to partners to integrate and developing around, to be able to insert this kind of metadata, but also extract this kind of metadata into their system from our tools. So that was pretty much everything from me here. See if I forgot anything. I don't think so.